Hey everybody and welcome to my first Cross Online build video in English. So today I want to introduce you in my Warden build. It is a Mag Warden for PvP and Battlegrounds. So first of all, we take a look at the stats on the race and stuff like that. So we playing a high elf because of the passives, they are pretty good. Argonian would be also possible, also a Breton. Yeah, you could play all races. Maybe an Orc could also work, but in my opinion, Magicka classes are the best. So our unbuffed stats aren't pretty good. So like the Magicka is pretty low, but our health and our stamina are good enough for PvP. We haven't a high resistance because we do not need it. We could make heavy attacks to get some back, but yeah, we do not need it. But if you want to play with a high recovery, you could use that like Seducer or stuff like that. We have a high resistance and we play with a good resistance. So I guess our buffed up resistance is close to 40k. But yeah. So the next one are our skills. We use Ice Fortress, Train, Seeds, Shimmering Shields. Yeah, Elusive Mist, Healing Thicket, Leeching Vines, Healing Ward, Rapid Regeneration, Blue Patty, Purge, and Barrier. If you play Barrier, you could use both morphs, but in my opinion, the morph where you got life back is better on. Also at Healing Thicket. So next are the equipment. We use Bloodspawn to get ultimate back and also resistance. Yeah. Or light to get the most to get the best things out of the passive. I mean the light armor passive. You see, high spell penetration. We don't need a high spell penetration, but if you use Train, it could be cool to have, yeah, a little bit damage, but trust me, you aren't able to kill one without any mate, which could help you. So we got a high resistance, Magicka resistance, and we need a high Magicka resistance because it is pretty hard to kill this guy with this Warden with stamina classes. Also, Nightblades aren't pretty good to kill him, but people like Sorks or Maganbees are pretty good at him. Also, Magicka Templar. So, we use 45 brass to get more resistance, all tri-stat, and on the big pieces stamina glyphs. You could also use Magicka glyphs, but I'm not pretty sure. Also, a tri-stat glyph could work. I guess you must do your own thing. Do not copy paste if you aren't able to play it. There's a necklace on Necropotence, Dagger of Necropotence, shield, and the healing stuff. It infused and with a stamina restore glyph to get stamina back out of if you have some distance between you and your enemy. So our buffed up stats are I guess good enough. So we have 30k physical and spell resistance, critical resistance 2500, it's good enough I guess. and 37k Magicka. In my opinion, enough to kill to survive and to support your mates. So the next is the CP. 56 in Warlord, 5 Sprinter, 100 Tenacity, 81 Shadow Ward, 100 Elfborn, 100 Blast, 41 Staff Expert, 64 Ironclad, 40 Resistance, 27 Hardy, 35 Elemental Defender, 36 Thick Skinned, 40 Quick Recovery. So, now a kind of introduction into this Warden. So, if you start to join the combat, first take up your buffs. I guess it's understandable. So the next is Rapid Regeneration, to have a buff on you, so you're able to get some damage. If you're under pressure, like Sorks attack you, use your shield and block, and take Shimmering Shields on to get ultimate back. So your best heal is Healing Thicket, and your best defensive ultimate is Barrier. So you need a lot of ultimate, but I guess with this build it's easy to get it. If an enemy tried to penetrate you, you could use Train to stun him, and also you got ultimate back. I guess it's, yeah, understandable. So take your buffs up, Rapid Regeneration, Wines, on you or a mate which you want to help. If you're under pressure or a mate and he falls down and his health is low, you could put on Healing Ward on you or your mate. It isn't a skill which you could use to take damage away, because you're very resistant, so don't spam him. Yeah, we have a high Magicka pool, but consider how to use. Yeah. So the seeds are our AoE here and our spam able here, because he's pretty low. I would guess 1500 Magicka and high cost. Yeah, one reason are our Magicka reduction glyphs on our jewelries. So, if you aren't a friend of Purge, you could also use Mutagen and not Rapid Regeneration, and the other skill for Purge, like Damp Magic, but I guess it isn't the best one for it, because he's that's our pretty high cost. Maybe the mushrooms could also work as a spam-able heal, but nah, I think not. No. Blessing of Protection should you put in. Or if you play a lot of with one mate, you could also use Mythical Guard for that and that. Yeah, but consider how to use, and yeah, I guess I'm fine. Thanks for your attention. If you have some question, take it down below in the comments. And yeah, see you soon, mates.